Welcome everybody, how are you? Today we are going to talk about the meaning of the ratio. At the end of this lesson, we can recognize the meaning of the ratio and recognize how to express the ratio in different forms. Most times we need to compare similar quantities, as comparing between lengths of routes or distance between cities, or comparing between the areas of figures or shapes, and comparing between the parameters of figures or shape. So the ratio is a way of comparing between two numbers or two quantities of the same type and of the same unit by division. The ratio between two numbers equals the first numbers over the second number, such that 3 over 5 equals 3 to 5. Okay, the order of terms is the order of terms in ratio is important. The ratio 3 over 5 not equal to 5 over 3. 3 is the first. 3 is called the first term or antecedent. 5 is called second term. 5 is called the second term. The second term of ratio or consequent. So 3 is antecedent. We called it antecedent. Okay, 5 is called consequent. So the order of terms in ratio is important. The ratio 3 to 5 doesn't equal to the ratio 5 over 3. Complete the following. If 6 and 5 are two quantities of the same kind and unit, then 6 over 5 is called the ratio. We called it the ratio. In the ratio 5 over 8, the antecedent is 5. Antecedent is 5. Again, in the ratio 5 over 8, the antecedent is 5 and consequent is 8. The ratio 3 over 4 is written as 3 to 4. The first term of 4 over 7 is 4. The first term is 4. The consequent of the ratio 3 to 8 is 8. But 3 is antecedent. So the consequent of the ratio 3 to 8 is 8. If the antecedent of the ratio is 9 and its consequent is 16, then the ratio is equal 9 over 16. 9 over 16 because 9 is antecedent and 16 is consequent. Look at the following figures, then compare the following. Number of free poles to numbers of blue poles. Number of free poles 3. Number of blue poles 1, 2, 3, 4. Number of blue poles to number of free poles. Look at this figure. Number of blue poles 4 to number of free poles 3. Okay, 4 to 3. Can you see it? It's easy for you. 4 to 3 because we have 4 pole blue and number of red poles is 3. Okay, number of red poles to number of all poles. We have 3 pole is red and all pole is 7. So ratio equal 3 to 4. The ratio is 3 to 4. We have a table, we can complete it. The first term antecedent A, the second term consequent P, the forms of the ratio: one first form A over B, a second form A to B. 3, 5, we can write 3 over 5. 3 is the first term, 5 is the second term, so we can write it 3 to 5. And this ratio 4 over 7, we can write here 4 to 7, or 4 over 7, 4 to 7. The first term antecedent is 3 and second term is 11, so we can write 3 over 11. Square. In the opposite figure, complete number of shaded parties to number of all parties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Write 6 here. And all of parties. Number for all parties: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can simplify it: 6 to 12 to 1 to 2. Number of unshaded parties to number of all parties. Unshaded parties: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 12. It's equal to 1 over 2. We can simplify it: 1 to 2 or 1 over 2. Number of shaded part to number of unshaded part equals 6 to 6. We can simplify it: 1 to 1 in simplicity. Okay. Question number 5. In one of the classes of the first primary care grade, the number of boys is 15 pupils and the number of girls is 20 pupils. Calculate the ratio between the number of boys and the number of girls. Okay, we have 15 boys and 20 girls. The ratio between boys and girls: boys 15, we can write 15 to 20. We can simplify it by divided by 2, because 15 and 20 can divide it by 2 in table 5. We can divide it by 5. Okay, 15 divided by 5 equal 3, 20 divided by 5 equal 4. So the ratio between 15 and 20 equal 3 to 4. Okay, letter P. The ratio between the number of girls and the number of all pupils in the class. How many girls? 20 girls. Right, 20 to how many all pupils in the class? We can adding 15 plus 20 equals 35. So we can divide it by 5, because 20 and 35 in table 5. 20 divided by 5 equal 4. 35 divided by 5 equals 7. So the ratio will be 4 to 7. Okay, 4 to 7. Letter C. The ratio between the number of boys and the number of all pupils in the class. Boys 15 boys. Boys is 15. We can 15 to the number of all pupils equals 35. We can divide it again by 5, because 15 and 35 in table 5. So 15 divided by 5 equals 3. 35 divided by 5 equals 7. Okay. Write down the ratio between the two numbers of each of the following in simplest form. 19 divided 114. We can simplify it divided by 19, because 19 is a prime number. 19 divided by 19 equal 1. 114 divided by 19 equals 6. Because 6 times 19 equal 114. And what about 36 and 72? 36 over 72, we have 1 over 2, because 36 is divided to 72 in two parts. 72 equal 36 and 36, and 72 equals 36 times 2. Okay, so the numerator is the half of the numerator. 57 over 76. Who can solve it? We can divide it by 3. No, because 76 can't divide it by 3. 57 we can divide it by 2. So how we solve it? We have a prime factors. Do you know prime factors? Remember with me: 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13, and 19, and 17, and 23, and so on. Which number of these 57 and 76 can divide by it? Look at 19. 19 times what equal 57? We can times 19 by 3. 19 times 3 equal 57. And 19 times what equal 76? Look at 19. 19 times 4 equal 76. Okay, so we can divide it 57 and 76 by 19 because it's high common factors of 57 and 76. So 57 divided by 19 equals 3, and 76 divided by 19 equal 4. So the result will be 3 over 4 in the simplest form. Okay, or we can write it 3, 2, 4 as you like. Okay, it's true and it is true. Question 7. Choose the correct answer. If A is half of B, then A to B equal 1 over 2, or 1, 2, 2. We'll choose this choice 1, 2, 2. Okay, if the antecedent of the ratio between 8 and 19 is 8, it's called antecedent, but 19 is consequent. Okay, letter C. If x is 3 times y, then x to y, look at this, x equal 3 times y. So the ratio between x and y equal. Look at x and y. The ratio will be 1 or 3. We write 3 to 1 because y times 3 equals 3y. X and x times y, 1 equal x. So if x is 3 times of y, then x to y equals 3 to 1. Letter C. We'll choose it. It's okay. Again, if x is 3 times y, then x to y equals 3 to 1. Letter D. If C equals 3 over 5d, then the ratio between D and C, look at this. We can write it in the correct ratio. C over D equal 3 over 5. So we can inverse it, the ratio between D and C, to convert to 5 to 3. So the ratio between D and C equal 5 to 3. We'll choose it 5 to 3. It's okay. Another example. Omar went to clothes store to pay a pair of trousers and a shirt. If he had 193 pounds, the price of one of pair of trousers was 100 pounds, and the price of one of shirt was 70 pounds. Then complete the following. Letter A. The ratio between the price of trousers to the money which he had. Ratio between the price of trousers was 100. We write here 100 to the money which he had. he had 193. Okay. Letter B, the ratio between the price of the shirt or the money which he had. Price to the shirt 70 pounds. Okay. To the money which he had, not 193. It's okay. Letter C, the ratio between what he paid to the money which he had. The ratio between what he paid to the money he had. He had 193. And what about he had? We will addition the price of trousers and the shirt and the price of one shirt, adding 170. The result will be 170. So the ratio will be 170 to 193. We can simplify it. Okay, because the highest common factors between 170 and 193 is 1. Letter 9. Write the ratio of 7 and 12 in the two different ways. We can write 7 over 12 equal 7 to 12. Letter 10. Question number 10. Write the ratio of 21 and 9 in the fraction form, then both the result is done. The resolution fraction in the simplest form. Okay, we can write 21 divided by 9 divided by 3, numerator and denominator. 21 divided by 3 equals 7, 9 divided by 3 equals 3, so we can write in the other method 7 to 3. Quantitative exercise. Complete using the following figures. Letter A. The side lengths of the triangle to the radius length of the circle. Look at this triangle, write 5, and the radius length of circle is 3. We will write 5 to 3. Letter B. The side length of the square is 2. To the perimeter of triangle 5 times 3. Again, look at the side length of square equal 2 and the perimeter of triangle is equilateral triangle. We can find the perimeter of triangle 5 plus 5 plus 5 or 5 times 3. 5 times 3 equal 15. We write here 15. 2 to 15. Letter C. The diameter length of circle. Look at the circle. The diameter length of the circle is 6. Write 6 here. To the length of rectangle. Length of rectangle equals 6. Write 6 to 6. So we can simplify it 1 to 1. Okay. Letter D. The perimeter of the rectangle and 2 the perimeter of the triangle. Who can find the perimeter of rectangle or length? We can write length plus width times 2. 6 plus 2 equal 8. 8 times 2 equals 16. It's okay. The perimeter of triangle equal 15. We can find it before here. You remember? 5. So this is because it's lateral 5 centimeter, this side 5 centimeter, and this 5 centimeter, and this 5 centimeter. So the perimeter of triangle equal 15. So we can write 16 to 15. It's a ratio between the perimeter of rectangle and the perimeter of triangle. Look at this example. Think and explore. In the following figure, a rectangle is divided into small squares. Find the ratio between the blue part and the red part. Blue part 1, 2. Look at 1 2 3 4. We can write 4 triangle here and read part 1 2 3 4. Ratio will be 1 to 1. It's okay? Understood? By the end of this lesson, we can recognize the meaning of the ratio and recognize how to express the ratio in different forms. A over B equal A to B, and 3 over 5 equals 3 to 5. 3 over 5 not equal to 5 of 3 over 3. 3 is called antecedent, 5 is called consequent. The first number over the second number. We can't inverse it. So we must know the ratio is a way of comparing between two numbers or two quantities of the same type and of the same unit by division. We can simplify any example by division. And you must know the prime factors, because we divided numerator and denominator, or the first number and second number, by the prime numbers by using HCF, height common factor, such that 20 to 36. We can find the ratio between 20 and 36. We can divide it by 2, or we can divide it by 4, because 4 is height common factor. So we have two methods. Someone can find the result by divided by 4 in one step, but another one can find the result by divided by 2 and another step divided by 2 to find the ratio in the simplest form. 20 divided by 2 equal 1, 36 divided by 2 equal 18, and then he can divide it by 2 again. 10 divided by 2 equal 5, 18 divided by 2 equal 9, and another one can divide it by 4, because 20 and 36 can divide it by 4, which is height common factor. 20 divided by 4 equal 5, 36 divided by 4 equal 9, so the ratio will be 5 to 9. It's true, and this method is true. But if you know the height common factor, it will be easy for you to solve an example. Question number 2. 40 divided by 15 or over 15, we can find the height common factor. The height common factor is 5. 40 and 15. Look at this unit. This number can divide it by 5 because the unit is 0, and 15 can divide it by 5 because the unit is 5. So it's rule. The rules tell us we can divide it by 5 if the number has 0 or has 5 in units. 40 divided by 5 equal 8, and 15 divided by 5 equal 3, so the result will be 8 over 3 or 8 to 3. It's okay? Question number 3. What about 45 divided by 60? We can simplify it in this form. Don't panic. By using the rules, we can find the result, such that 45 and 60, we have 0 in the unit here, and 45 have 5 in units. We can divide it by 5, and here divided by 5. 60 divided by 5 equal 12. 45 divided by 5 equal what? Equal 9. And another step, we can divide it by 3. It's okay. 9 divided by 3 equal 3. 12 divided by 3 equal 4. And another one, can find the result by using HCF, height common factor between 45 and 68. Is what? Is 15. Okay, you can find the result in one step or 2 steps, as you like. It's true, and this method is true. Okay, but you must find the result in the format. Don't stop at this step only. No, you must find the height common factor between two numbers and find the number in the simplest form, or find the fraction in the simplest form. So 45 divided by 15 equal 3 and 60 divided by 15 equal 4. So the result will be 3 over 4. Okay, it's very easy for you. The first number to the second number, 3 to 4 or 3 to 4, 3 over 4, and or write 3 to 4. It's 3 to 4. Okay, it's true and this true. It's a form of the method, and this another form of the method. Okay, again, the first number over the second number, we can write it A to B. 3 is called antecedent, 5 is called consequent. 3 over 5 not equal 5 over 3. The ratio is the comparing between inequalities. Okay, the way of comparing between two numbers or two quantities to the same type and the same unit by division. We can find the simplest form by division, division by 2 or 3 or 5, and we must know the prime numbers. You remember it? The prime numbers: 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, and so on. Okay, it's called the prime numbers. It's very easy for you. It was the first lesson about the meaning of the ratio. In another time, we will have a lot of questions about the ratio, and you must write it with me into notebook to solve any problems about that, such as a decimal number or a mixed number, improper. We will have these questions another times. Okay, goodbye.